Good evening, I'm Wendy Marroquin.
Good evening, I'm Chet Dimplechin.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 4 News. I'm Wendy Marroquin. Our top story, part of the temporary Boston Marathon Memorial in Copley Square in May at 2:49 p.m. this April 15, exactly a year after the bombs exploded on Boylston Street. Governor David Patrick and Major Martin J. Walsh will gather with hundreds of survivors, first responders, and others to pay tribute to the victims of the Boston Marathon. The ceremony, which will feature speakers representing families of those affected, medical staff who treated victims, police, and others profoundly affected by the bombings, will conclude with the moments of silence. There will then be a flag raising at the finish line near where the bombs were detonated. Commemorations will continue through the weekend as well as the day of the marathon. Now, over to Chet with World News.
Good evening, New England. My name is Chet Dimplechin, and I've got my finger on the pulse of the story. The stakes have been raised yet again in the Russian situation in the Crimean Peninsula. This past Sunday, an emergency popular vote was held in the now Russian-occupied southern region of Ukraine, known as Crimea. 83% of the region, which includes a large Russian minority, flocked to the polls to decide to stay as part of the Ukraine or to leave and join the Russian Federation. Amidst Russian occupation, the legality of such a vote is drawing the ire of much of the onlooking world. However, with 97% of the vote, Crimea's regional parliament has declared independence and is planning to meet with Russian officials to discuss the next steps to re-enter the Russian Federation. Dave, can they see this? Should I tuck this in? Words on the screen.
Say what's written, sir. Chet, go with it.
Right. As for the rest of Ukraine, outrage. As the interim government, left after the ousting of the former president, scrambles to piece together a functioning government while watching Russian military exercises within its borders. Whew. Can you imagine that? That was good, huh? I sure cannot. The United States and the European Union both condemn. The word is condemn. Spell it right, please. They both condemn the vote, with sanctions and economic actions expected to shortly follow. This heightens the tension on the claims that the Russian invasion of Ukraine is in direct violation of the 1997 treaty signed between the two countries, agreeing that each other will respect the other's borders. As quickly as it started, events continue to rapidly unfold and tensions continue to rise. Rest assured, Chet Dimplechin has his finger on the pulse. Patrick Swayze could not be reached for comment. What? Words on the screen. Fine. No problem. What's this? Leone. I'm receiving word of breaking news. We will go to my protege in the streets. What's her name again? Michaela Lioness. With this late breaking news, Lionel.
Breaking news, I'm Michaela. Curse you, Shet. Anyway, North Korea has been posing a serious threat by conducting missile tests at almost the precise moment a Chinese passenger plane flew past. The Chinese Southern Airlines plane was carrying 202 people when it passed through the area of the east coast of North Korea. After 5 minutes of missile came down in a nearby water, back to Shet with breaking alcohol news.
Boston area residents will have an easier time with late-night weekend commuting. To ease the stumbling and fistfights outside of the minimal taxi cab fleet, the MBTA is extending its weekend hours till 3 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, read as Friday and Saturday night to you people, starting March 28th and lasting for a 1-year trial period. So drink up, drunkies. This extended mobile drunk tank service will apply to all trains and 15 bus routes.
Well, hi. Hola. And how you doing out there to all my friends out there having weather of one kind or another? And hopefully that should be every last one of you, shouldn't it there? Yeah, okay, so first off, I want to apologize to my friends there on the other side of Lake Michigan. I know some of you are a little surprised by the weather we got last weekend. Especially anyone who watches our show. I guess that 6 inches of snow really caught you napping there, didn't it? Oh, so sorry about that one. Don't you know, it looks like I had that map upside down again. But to my viewers in Alabama, surprise! Looks like you had a good one after all there, didn't you? Well, bet you I learned something there. Gotta double check that north is always up. So, anywho, looking forward, let's see what we got here. I see some highs and some lows and some don't you knows. So anyways, we see it with this jet stream here, and it's moving across that Midwest over here. And it's, we're going to get a little gift from our Canadian friends up north there. So that'll be cooling off those spring temperatures we've been having. But the good news is that I think you can finally put away your snowshoes. Yes, I think we're done with snowshoes. Because we're done with the snow for good this time. Except if you're like Aunt Edna and you live over here north of Fargo, we keep telling her to move down south by the Larson side of the family in St. Paul, but she just won't give up those euchre tournaments with the girls on Friday nights. Anywho, looks like spring is on the way. Should be clear and nice all weekend, unless it's not. Over to you, Ayana, with the beat on the street. She's a good time, that one.
Hi, I'm Ayana Adams with The Beat on the Street. In music entertainment, Kanye West appeared on Ellen today and apologized for not taking his bipolar medication on a regular basis, which explains most of his odd and douche-like behavior. He also announced that he and fiancée Kim K are planning their upcoming nuptials and are looking forward to expanding their family. He further stated he's excited about his future with Kim and hopes to give Little North a baby brother, which they plan on naming Southwest. And now, it's Talashmi with Movie Entertainment.
I'm Lashmi with Movie Entertainment News. This year's Oscars was one of the best I've seen in a long time. It was hosted by Ellen DeGeneres, who made it the most funniest, entertaining show of the day. She did some pretty unforgettable things, some including ordering pizza for the audience and even dressing up like Glinda from The Wizard of Oz. Besides Ellen's entertaining hosting, there were a few nominees and winners this year. Some include 12 Years a Slave, Best Picture, Matthew McConaughey, Best Actor, in a leading role in Dallas Buyers Club. Lupita Nyong'o, Best Actress in a Supporting Role for 12 Years a Slave. And Frozen, Best Animated Feature. These are only some of the well-deserved winners from this year's Oscars. I hope next year can be just as entertaining as this year. I'm Lashmi Dowd, signing off.
Good evening. Thanks for watching Channel 4 News. I'm Wendy Marroquin.
And I'm Chet Dimplechin. We thank you for watching, and we give you a boss ton of thanks.